Tery, the Indians coming off the ALCS victory over Boston, a sweep, kind of surprising to many people, and now they face Toronto in the ALCS.
First of all, I want to
again,
find a guy
Yeah.
or a lady on April 2nd or whenever the season started said, you know who's going to be playing for the American League
Right,
title?
yeah.
Who? Toronto and Cleveland.
Toronto and Cleveland,
Put
yeah.
your money down on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I will even say I'd like to find the person at the end of the regular season who would say, you know who's going to be playing for the
Yeah,
title?
right.
Toronto and Cleveland.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw anybody pick both. Maybe
Right.
somewhere. But even, for example, I kind of half-picked the Indians and talked myself
Same
into
here,
it.
right.
But I assumed they'd be playing the Rangers.
Yeah.
So that's
And
where we're at.
And the national perception is going to be the same for this one, that I don't think very many people in the national media anyway will give the Indians a chance.
The same reasons you'd pick Boston to win be the same reasons you would pick
Right.
Toronto to win. First of all, Toronto could really hit.
Right.
Secondly, the Indians' starting rotation is, pretty much very, very thin. By the way, Josh Tomlin and Corey Kluber both have ERAs above 6 against Toronto this year. It's only 2 starts,
yeah.
but it's something there. And then thirdly, can Terry Francona, this is something new, manage the way he did in the first round here, where you go so deep into your bullpen and that? Because basically that's going to be kind of how he has to do it.
Yeah. Terry, another point here, maybe home field advantage. I mean, obviously it did help the Indians in that first round, I think, getting off to that kind of a start. What do you think it means here? And Toronto's a tough place, too.
Toronto is a tough place to play, although they were only 46 and 35. We looked that up. I thought it had been more lopsided than that. The thing that's scary about Toronto, they went down to Texas and won their first 2 games there.
Yeah.
But still, this team, the Indians feed off the crowd. They're 23-8 of crowds of 20,000 or more. So that kind of, remember the old, well, they don't play well against
Right.
big crowd. Well,
Yeah.
they do now. And then finally, I just think that was a key thing going into Boston. They had won those 2 games here, and they felt confident. And also, then Boston was rocked a little bit. If you want to get Toronto back feeling a little shaky, win the first 2 here.
Yeah. What about the big media story, maybe national media story, especially Mark Shapiro with the Blue Jays coming back, Chris Antonetti with the Indians? Mean anything?
It's great for us, and it's nice for them, but it means absolutely nothing during the game. I mean, I'm more interested actually how John Given maybe manages against Terry Francona. The one thing fans do need to realize is that the big reason Terry Francona is here is Mark Shapiro, because that was the relationship that originally brought him here. And then he became very close with Chris Antonetti. When Mark left to go to Toronto, Francona announced right away he wasn't going
Right.
anywhere.
Right.
But that's the thing, if you want to say a thank you to Mark for that, that would be one of the biggest things. But on the field, it means nothing.